Okay. Good afternoon, Mr. John. Okay, so before we get started, I want to reiterate what we previously discussed. So I'm not yet certified. Material will be reviewed by my instructor. Okay, that's great. So let's get started. So, and just tell me like what comes to mind when you word counseling.
Counseling. Well, I feel like counseling is a great thing. I feel like everyone needs counseling. Um, I just feel like everyone needs counseling, and there's like a stigma towards it. But I just feel like everyone needs someone to talk to.
That's definitely true. That's refreshing to hear that. Okay, so let's just get into it. So, if you don't mind, like, what does the typical day look like for you as of lately? What does your life consist of?
As of lately, since the last time we spoke, and I basically quit my job, working for Coke. It just was time consuming. I wasn't able to spend time with my family. So now that I quit, I have a lot more time to spend with my family. I have a lot more time to get personal goals done that I want to do. It's been pretty good, I would say.
Okay. What are some of those personal goals if you feel like you have more time?
Um, just like things that I want, like as far as like my business, I want to do. I want to have a clothing company, so like just spending time focusing on that, spending time, just being able to search the internet, being able to like study different things and that I need to know, and just things like that.
Okay. Definitely. Okay, so I know the last time we spoke, you did mention your job and whatnot, and you told me that, you were a business major and that you had plans in the future of working towards that as far as like your career and things like that. So with applying to new jobs, what job were you thinking of, or if you've already started, like what type of jobs were you applying to?
Honestly, like the job that I want is it's a job that I can only get myself, like just basically own my own company.
Okay.
But as of lately, I've been applying for like warehouse positions and like UPS, but I've also applied for TSA. So that's kind of a good job. It's kind of like a big step. That's something that I know I feel like I can grow in, because I have family members that are part of TSA. So I feel like I've seen what they've been doing, how they grown within the company, and I feel like it's something I can do as well.
Okay, so that's something, like you said, you can see yourself growing and staying.
Yeah.
Okay, so since we're just speaking about your life in general, just having a conversation, what is most important to you, Mr. Johnson? Like, when you think about your priorities, like, what comes to mind? Maybe if you can list something, that's fine, but just like throw it out. Like, what comes to mind when you think of these are the things that I prioritize in my life? General, yeah.
Family, my peace of mind, my happiness, just being pure, being trying to be as genuine and as loving as possible.
Those are some pretty essential attributes that I think every person pursues. And that's good that you're acknowledging those and you're working towards those. You mentioned a couple in the few. This is your session, so I'm going to let you direct it. So if you had to pick like one out of the jar, like, okay, this one I want to work on first, like, what would you pick?
Working on being pure.
Pure.
More pure.
Okay. What does that mean to you? What does being pure mean to you?
Just being my authentic self and not feeling like I have to change myself or change my actions or who I am or how I perceive something just because I'm with a specific person or just in a specific area or whatever. Just basically just being more pure, being me at 100% of the time.
So if I heard you correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, but you feel like sometimes when you're in certain settings or around certain people, you feel like you can't be your authentic self. How does that make you feel in that moment? And what type of, you can do one at a time, right? How does that make you feel, and what type of settings do you find yourself more frequent, like more frequently around, like to bring that side of you?
it makes me feel unaccepted.
Okay.
Because that's not. It makes me feel like I have no place. It's like I see how everybody else is well, I feel like people can see like I'm not authentic, or they might can tell I'm not authentic, and that makes them like turn away from me. And like I guess like the type of settings that it would be like just um honestly like urban settings, I would say, or just like hanging out like at my school for homecoming and stuff like that. Different settings like that, just being around, I guess more so people who my people, like I would say, like being around my people, not being I guess down or just like hip as others are. So
Okay. And just for my understanding, when you said my people, who were you referring to?
well, like as far as like my people, as far as like I would say like African American
Okay.
people, like I know like a lot of times like the African American, like just the whole like everyone is judgmental. A lot of times, everyone like we've been through so much. A lot of people have been through so much. They expect a certain type of person and a certain type of just being,
Okay.
and I feel like I don't fit the bill. People pass judgment on me, or they might not really pay attention to me because I'm not like something that they're used to.
Okay. Okay. So because you might not be something that they're used to, like who do you like identify yourself to be? Because you said that that's not something that they're used to. But like, who are you? Like, what do you think of? What comes to mind? What describes you? What tells you like who are you as a person? Like, what anything your morals, values? Like, who are you?
Just a very like, I feel like I'm like a very humble person. I'm humble, and I feel like a lot of times I have to like be more like I guess what would you say, like out there, just be more like flamboyant and like big myself up, but I like to just be really reserved and really chill. I like to, I don't like to just, I don't know, I just don't like to put myself out there because I feel like I'll be judged. That's one of my hardships.
Okay. So on one hand, you feel like you're a reserved person, you're humble and things like that. But on the other hand, you feel like you're expected in certain arenas to be. I don't want to use. That's not the correct word. But to make your presence more known, maybe. Yeah. Okay. So life is like all about balance. You have to find that balance. That's what I'm here for. So how can we? What does that balance look like to you? What is that balance? Balance meaning you being most comfortable. So between those two, those power struggles of okay, I'm reserved and this is I'm humble and things like that, but I feel like I'm expected by my peer group or whoever to. How do you see yourself finding that balance?
Honestly, like just finding the balance. Just I guess finding people that accept me for being humble.
Okay.
And accept me for not being just like a social butterfly. And I guess like just not really worrying about people who feel like I have to be a certain way to I guess enjoy my time or my company.
Okay. So you want to surround yourself with people who embrace your genuine self more.
Yes.
So besides your family, do you feel like is there anyone in your life who you feel like embraces that true genuine part of you?
True genuine, yeah. I feel like few like my friends.
Okay.
Few of my friends, they definitely embrace. Well, I would say mostly all of the people that I consider my friends embrace like the true genuine part of me. But I feel like the person that wants to be a social butterfly, I feel like I want more friends. I want to introduce myself and be known by a lot more people. It's just I guess it makes me feel bad when I can't you know what I'm saying, I can't pursue friends with these type of people because I'm just I'm just not that way. I'm not the way that they want me to be.
Okay. Okay. So let's say like we have this like metaphorical place right now, and you say you want to pursue other friendships and things like that, which is natural. As humans, you want to evolve, you know, as life gives you experience and things like that. But with the people right now who you surround yourself with, the friends, what's the dynamic within those relationships? Like, how do you maintain or feed into, or what are those relationships looking like?
Well, I honestly feel like my friends are my friends. They'll be my friends forever. Like, I love them. Like, they're great people. They're just I look at them for motivation a lot of times. Like, just in their lives and just like how like sometimes I'm amazed at how I was able to get them as my friends. So I feel like I just feel like yeah they inspire me. They inspire me to like want to do better and want to like be more social because they're very social. So I feel like they kind of helped me as far as trying to push myself to a different level.
Okay, that's good. It's imperative to surround ourselves with like good energies, people who we feel like feed into our genuine selves and sort of reflect and mirror in ways things that we aspire to be. And that's, you know, so that's good that you see and find that through your friends. As far as maintaining your friendships, like what does that maintenance look like? Are you like how often do you talk to your friends, hang out? Like what does that look like?
Well, because because everyone's living their life and everyone's at the point right now where they're trying to like build their own legacy and take care of their their dreams and things. I don't see them as often. I don't talk to them as often, but I feel like we still when we do talk or when we do come into contact, we always it's the same. It's like it's nothing's different. It's like it was just the piece of the puzzle is just going in there, just connecting again. It's not a difference. It's just all the same.
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. But like you said, you feel like you and your friends are like-minded in many ways.
Yeah, well, most ways.
Okay. And you stated that a lot of your friends right now they're occupied with pursuing their legacy and things like that. Is that a priority or a concern of yours as well, like creating your own legacy?
Definitely. Like I said with my own clothing, like I feel like I know where I want to be. I know where I can be. It's just the fact that I need to push myself. So I feel like yes, I do have a legacy, or I feel like I could have a legacy. I just feel like me personally, on my own, like worst enemy when it comes to that. Because I hold myself back from pursuing so many things. And it's like if I just step out on faith, what could happen? Like
Definitely, life is about taking risk. If you had to name a few, what are some steps you feel like you can take or make as of today for steadying and gradually in the direction that you're hoping to go and grow into?
Just honestly, like, just write my goals down. Write them. Start with a small goal and just be repetitive and keep trying, keep pushing until I accomplish that goal. Then when I accomplish that goal, keep that goal going, but also set a new goal and try to attack that goal and just keep growing and trying to be a better version of myself every day.
Okay. So if you can, let's name one of those goals. Let's work with one of those goals today. And it could be with your clothing line, whatever, like anything that you feel like contributes to your better self and becoming like, your more genuine and secure self, like you mentioned. So which one goes like that you feel like it's always in your mind, like, oh, okay, I want to do this, or something that you feel like is attainable and possible as of today.
That's okay.
Take your time. Like these are things you have to put much thought into them. It's a lot.
Okay. Just like one like small goal, I guess, is like just being more responsible, like just
Okay.
taking care of my business, making sure that if I know it's something that I'm supposed to do and it's the deadline is coming up, like being on time and just making sure I get that done. Being more responsible.
Okay, becoming more responsible. How do you feel like you are currently right now with taking care of business? Or, well, first, what is taking care of business to you? Because that means a lot of things.
Yeah, just like even like just small things like just paying bills on time and just not waiting to the last day or not waiting till getting a late notice or something like that. Just something small like that.
Okay.
I feel like I don't really pay attention to, and I feel like as an adult, that's something that makes you an adult. Being more responsible and being like more punctual.
Okay. No, definitely. I definitely agree with you. And I think we all want to work towards that. So, you mentioned that you like to be more punctual. Sometimes things maybe slip your mind. So, how do you organize? Like, what are your organization methods? Like, how are you setting these reminders? Or how are you remembering to do these certain things? Like, paying bills right now. What are some things that you do or practices?
Honestly, I really don't have a method. Like it's just a madness up here. Like so like, I try to remember it, but sometimes it's just like just pops into my head. Like I forget it when it comes. I don't know the way it comes. So I just feel like right now I don't have a method for being like more or just being punctual and keeping up with things.
Okay. Can you think of something that maybe like, okay, well, I think this could maybe help me, or when you make an error, you're like, okay, well, maybe if I did this different, what's something you feel like you could maybe do to make you more organized and just make your life more fluid and flowing,
Just make sure I write everything down.
Okay.
Make sure that I just like put things in the calendar and just I guess basically like just jotting and memorizing like dates and stuff and just trying to make sure I write everything down because I don't write anything down. Just go off of what I know.
That's a great idea. I feel like that would definitely help you a lot. So with writing it down, like would you do that on your phone, on a piece of paper? Like what's something you feel like, okay, I would take that a lot.
I'm on my phone a lot, but I want to write stuff down on it. And like a journal as well, just to, like just be more well, I mean, just to be I guess more responsible just to know that I have to look in like being lazy and knowing like, oh, my phone's on. Like actually wanting to know like, okay, well what I have to do this today. You know I have to do this today. Just by like writing it down in a book and making sure that I stick to, being on time and just memorizing and just focusing on a couple goals.
Definitely. Well, I think you even acknowledging it is a huge first step. Everybody moves at their own pace, but now that you're acknowledging it, I think that's something we can definitely work on throughout our sessions. Finding the best tool that's best fit for you so that you can remind these things and become your better self. So I think that's something that we can definitely work on. It's attainable. They're little small little kinks, and then you'll find really like and slowly and gradually see the life changing. And it's like, oh wow, I've been making it hard on myself. But that's a good idea, definitely. So to shift gears a little bit, you mentioned earlier that family is important to you, and you also mentioned that you live with your mom, your sister. So how would you tell that relationship? How's that going? Like living with your mom and your sister, how's that going?
I mean, it's okay. It's good. I mean, it's like it's not like we have like just like any disagreements or things that like we can't live with each other. But it could be a lot better.
Okay.
Just with my little sister, just being more, I guess being more in her life.
Okay.
Just being like more of an inspiration for her. And also with my mom, just being like more even closer. I feel like we're close, but just like feel like it's like my I guess like my growth, like my matriculation through being like from coming from a child to an adult, I feel like we lost a connection,
Okay.
and I feel like we definitely I definitely want to get that connection back, and I just feel like right now we're not there.
Okay. What does that ideal connection look like for you?
Just healthy, just waking up, just always telling her about my day and just like not being so short answer, giving her short answers, or just not being annoyed talking to her.
Okay.
Just actually having a genuine, real conversation, and honestly hearing her out, hearing how her day is, and what she wants to do, and what she wants to just how she wants to better herself.
Well, that's great that you're, making strides and attempting to be more selfless, because life is about interacting with people. It's not only within ourselves. So that's great. What are some ways maybe that if you could take the initiative, you're like, okay, I feel like if I did this, we can maybe get back to that. If you have thought of it, does that make sense? Yeah. Okay.
To I guess me not, I guess just not being annoyed, or just not having a bad speaking, talking to her, just hey mom, just I don't know, just being more ear, listening,
Attentive.
Yeah, attentive.
Okay. What's the last account, if you can remember, of you putting up a noise with your mom? What's the last instance you guys interacted and it was like, okay, this is an exact example of what I'm telling you right now?
Uh, I mean, it was probably today.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, it might seem small. I know just today me and my mom, we went to the mall, and she I didn't want to go to the mall, so I went off. I went and did what I wanted to do in the store with my grandma, and whatever they were gonna do. The mall was closing at 9 o'clock, but they were at Macy's, so Macy's stays open till 10.
Okay.
And I went and got in the car and just waited for them. And it was taking a long time, and I called her and I was like, so hey, how much longer?
Okay.
And she was like, we be for a minute, just probably 8 minutes. 8 minutes ended up turning into 40 minutes.
Okay.
And it's just well, that's one way, it's annoying me. I get annoyed because it's I didn't want to be here in the first place. I didn't want to be out. And it's just it's you know what I'm saying? I guess you don't value my time. Because I had other things to do. I didn't tell her, but it's just she didn't express to me she wanted to go to the mall.
Okay.
So that was annoying to me. Just sitting there in that area waiting on her to get done shopping, because women love to shop. So just doing that annoyed me.
Okay.
So I guess lack of communication.
Okay.
I would say me and my mom. I do the same thing, but I'm sure that annoys her.
Okay. So you were annoyed. Okay, I understand. So hindsight is 2020. We're all human beings, so sometimes we could be in a situation and we're going through the flow, but it's indirectly after. It's I might have done something different. So we're on the same page. You already kind of feel how do you feel like you handle the situation? You detailed what happened to me, but on a spectrum of 1 to 10, 1 being either bad or 10, I handle that like a loss. What would you rate it 1 to 10?
I feel like I knew I knew what to expect, because I knew she wasn't gonna be out in 8 minutes.
Okay.
So, but I feel like I didn't necessarily it annoyed me, but I just let it go.
Okay.
Let it go. I didn't voice it to her. I should have voiced it to her, but I don't think she would have cared if I voiced it, But okay. Yeah. I mean, that's probably one reason why I didn't voice it, because I didn't care. She wouldn't care, but yeah, just I didn't say anything to her, so I guess I handled it kind of well.
Okay. That's great. That's understandable. I can definitely understand your perspective. You mentioned that you felt like she would not have took it well, or
I feel like she wouldn't have cared. Okay. Like she was like, boy, whatever. You wait.
Okay.
Like that's how mom. They really don't see, like, I guess they don't see that, well, my son does have a life and has other things that he might want to do. So, let me make sure that I'm not taking up.
And like you said, like communication. Okay, I definitely hear you. So in the ideal circumstance, because sometimes life is about reactions, unfortunately we can't really control everyone's reaction. And just with being happy and content within ourselves, just, monitoring our own reaction and things like that can make a world different when it comes time to outcomes. So now that you're able to reflect, hold yourself accountable, which is great, and really just, observe it from a neutral standpoint. What is the ideal situation? Like, how do you feel like, you say you want to strengthen that relationship. So what is the ideal situation for you? Just in general, maybe not even just away from the mall. Like, how do you want to coexist with your mom?
I just want to be there for her like she was for me. I want to be able to hear about her day, hear about her troubles, and not just be like, and be able to give an answer, and be able to like, just like not argue all the time, and for her to like hear me out, and for me to hear her out, and for us to come together and to an agreement, whether to agree to disagree or to agree that one of us is wrong.
Okay.
About a disagreement or just whatever.
Definitely. So back to the balance, because it's like we got our own little scale going on right here. So on one hand, you said you want to be able to communicate with her, voice your opinion more, give her. But then on the other hand, you said you want her to be able to hear you as well, right? So how can we find that balance between you at times feeling like you don't give her enough details and you want her to hear you? How can you find that balance?
Being more expressive, yes. Like expressing and not just like, I feel like that's something I've like a bad trait that I've over the years, just not being expressive to anyone, and just being so cause she really wants me to be more expressive and just I guess being more expressive,
Okay, that's great. I think we can definitely work on that. Just opening that communication channel. But most importantly, you communicating with your mom. She's great right now. What we're doing, we're having an open dialogue, and like I said, you're holding yourself accountable and you're bringing up notable points. But there are two parties involved, and one is your mother. So as we progress throughout our sessions, we have to find a way to incorporate and just find an effective way to communicate what you feel so that she can best receive it. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, that's great. So is there anything else that's on your mind that you want to speak to today? That you feel like that just wraps in what we're talking about and just ties the road to becoming the ideal and secure person that you're moving towards or wanting to become?
Yeah, me just having like over the years, just like me, my attitude, like I feel like I definitely, if I want to be the successful person that I want to be, and just the selfless and amazing person that I feel like I could be, I feel like I have to change my attitude and change just my thought process. Just whether it's saying like no to different like opportunities because I'm scared, or just I don't know, just reading more and like wanting to like better myself and wanting to be a healthier person, like mentally, physically, emotionally, just educating myself.
Okay. Becoming a better person. So we spoke to education. I think we spoke to, the mental as well. And the mental and your emotions, they're one and the same sometimes. They're interchangeable, but your emotions, you say you want to develop that. Like, what is that to you? Like,
I feel like I don't really have an emotion. I really have a hard time. I feel like, well, I guess personally, within, I feel like I'm a sap. But I feel like just like I guess like emotional person, I guess like a sad person, like feel stuff. I feel like to other people, like they might how their person, like how they see how they view it is like just a cold-hearted person. I don't feel anything. Okay. Cause I don't express how I feel. And I feel like in life, like it's all about expressing how you feel because that helps. It helps in any situation, and it's healthy for you to express and not bottle in everything.
Okay. So you feel like you bottle things in and you don't express it to other people, which is why at times they feel like the emotion is just non-existent altogether. So because you're not expressing it to other people or other parties involved, what is that release to you? Like, how do you let it out, even if it's to yourself? Or what is that release? What is a release to you?
Just thinking about it a lot. I like to drive at night and just listen to music and just drive. Sometimes like I don't have anywhere to go.
Okay.
Just like to drive. Just feel the air. Going through my hair.
We going with nature,
yeah. Like a cold night, just listening to some J. Cole. Just not anybody, but just listening to music and just thinking about like being sad. Allow myself to be sad. Maybe even let a tear or two come out.
Okay.
I feel like that helps. Clear my mind and just help me accept that I can't do anything about it sometimes, and just be one with it and just let it be what it is and learn from it.
Okay. That's definitely a progressive mindset to take because, like we said, you can't control a lot of things. And music is definitely therapeutic. I think that's a positive release. When's the last time you've been able to have a release? Because it's like clockwork. You gotta let it out every so often. When's the last time you've been able to have a release?
Honestly, yeah. I don't want to I'm trying to remember, but I don't want to say I don't remember. Can't remember. I know I have before. I want to say a year, but I don't think it was. I just said a year. I said probably like a year ago.
Okay.
Yeah, like probably I was driving from Alabama and just thinking about life and and just probably just listening and thinking and trying to connect with God. Maybe cry a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah. So a year ago, so they don't happen that often?
I guess they happen when I feel the most vulnerable. So it just, I guess when I feel the most vulnerable, I don't know when I guess whatever, I don't know, yeah, so it's probably, I can't time it, so.
Yeah, a year's a long time. I can barely remember what I did yesterday, but if you can put yourself back in that mental space, what do you feel like led you to that moment? What was building up so it's time to release? The time right now that is most appropriate for that.
You said what made me feel that way?
Yeah.
Life, just not being where I want to be. Not being financially where I want to be. Just like not being able to do things for my family
Okay.
that I know I want to do, and just like not just being confident in myself, like just like other decisions that I made that held me back from being where I want to be in life,
Okay.
and just like wanting to just kind of be a different person. And it's like not being able to be a different person. Well, I guess not a different person, but just not being able to change because I'm my own worst enemy and I hold myself back. Yeah, so I feel like those are the things that I was thinking about on that drive. Most of the things I was thinking about, but just like all of that led to like just me releasing it.
Okay. Do you feel like it was? Because I think about patternization sometimes. You feel like there was a particular event that happened. You know, sometimes like, you know, an event can lead to this kind of endless thought. So do you feel like it was an event or it just needed to happen? Like it was time for her to leave?
I feel like at the time I was jobless. I think I was jobless. I had my job let me go, and like me seeing like my parent, like my grandmother and my mom, like not struggling, but just like trying to, like not contributing, to the household. I think Christmas had just passed, and I really didn't like. I wasn't able to like get anybody anything. Like they had to help me. Just like shit, man. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
But just like stuff like that, like I think that is what it was. It was like I just lost my job. Well, I just got let go from my job. It was Christmas around the corner. I wasn't able to get them anything.
Okay.
And just like me being down on myself, like not knowing where I would go, how I would find another job, being scared of like having to go through the whole hiring process and being let down and just not, because of my lack of like, or just me being scared to like put myself out there, what I would do next, or where I would be.
Okay.
So
I can definitely understand how all of those situations and circumstances intertwined into one would, call for a release and a reflective moment. And from what I've taken from today with us talking and things like that, you're really, and chime in whenever, but you seem to be very humble, like you said, and selfless, that you like to become a more secure person. And you also mentioned that, some of your priorities or things that you prioritize, are your career, that you wanted to provide for yourself and create a legacy, and also your family. And I think something that we can work on is maintenance, just like a car, just really small things along the way, checking your air pressure, making sure your oil is changed so everything just doesn't overload at once, I think it's definitely focusing on those things, assisting you in organizing your thought and becoming more organized. Even like you said, that's a great idea, writing things down. I think all of those things can contribute to your well-being and a release. This right here, you did a wonderful job today. You're very expressive, actually. I know you said you want to improve on that. You were very expressive today, though. You did a good job. So I think we had a really productive session. How do you feel about it?
like I feel really good about it. It just felt really good to like sit here and listen to some, or just like express myself in some way, being able to have some answers for me, or just understanding like where I'm coming from, and just being all ears.
Okay.
I really appreciate you.
Okay, so we have another session in 2 weeks. So I'm going to give you a little homework if you don't mind. Okay, so it's kind of a little art project. It's nothing too hard, just a little whatever you interpret artistically, whatever that means. I want you on a piece of paper, on a document, whatever it is, but something that you can bring back to me and show me. But I want you to you feel like contribute to yourself. They're not necessarily asking you need to be yourself and the person that you're hoping to become. You can do it in whatever creative way. Just try not to use any words, but any creative way, organize it however you like. You just be able to become to it. You think you can do that?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. We had a really productive session. We talked about a lot of things, and I feel very comfortable and confident in the direction that we're moving towards. And I definitely feel like we can make some notable progress in steps to come. Okay, thank you, Mr. Johnson. Nice to meet you. Okay.